but lots of things have changed since we've had our own children. And it's very, very tempting to say, well, I did it differently and my kids turned out okay. And you know, that's true. Most kids did. But really, things have changed based on lots of experience and lots of studies, particularly in the area of safety. So I just thought that I would review some of those. First, there's the issue of safe sleep. The recommendations now are for all babies to sleep on their backs. The American Academy of Pediatrics came out with that recommendation in 1994, and in the first year alone, there was a reduction of 60% in sudden infant death syndrome, or crib death as some of you know it. That was the largest decrease of any intervention we've ever done. So please understand, when your kids want to put their babies on their back in an empty crib with no bumpers and no blankets. And pacifiers not only are okay now, they're actually encouraged because they also help reduce the risk of SIDS. The other area that's really changed is the area of feeding. There have been lots of recommendations and things are still very much in flux. And as I'm going to do a whole video on this, you'll see that things change by different cultures. Nobody does it the same, and yet somehow babies manage to survive. But what has really, really changed is we used to introduce one new food at a time, and we were very concerned about allergenic foods and started those much later. The recommendations have done a complete 180. It's been found that if you introduce all the allergenic foods early, you lower the risk of allergies. So that has certainly changed. And last but not least, car seat safety. We used to be told that we could turn our babies around from their rear-facing infant seats as soon as they met any of the criterion. Not anymore. The recommendation now is you don't turn them around until they meet all the criterion. Well, that means a lot of them look really uncomfortable. You have babies sitting there with their legs squished up against the back seat of the car, and they really are miserable. But the studies have shown that their chance of surviving unhurt in an accident is far greater if they're kept rear-facing till they meet all the requirements. So again, please understand when your kids want to do that, even though that's very different than what we did. So all of these things have changed because of safety. And your children are going to make their decision about how they want to raise their children. Please offer them your guidance, offer your wisdom, offer your experience. But if they make a decision, then you really need to respect them because you would have wanted that for you.